How you perking? I hope you perking good. So, June 2024 predictions, Vigio. We have made it to June. We're almost halfway done with this year, and that's crazy to me because I don't know. They say as you get older, every year seems to go faster and faster, and I have found that to be true. I don't know about y'all, but here, me, my little old self, getting awfully close to 40, it's true for me. So we're going to take a look at June 2024 today. We're going to see what is it that we can know, what is it that we can find out, what do we need a heads up about in terms of what's coming. So we're going to take a look at that. Right now, I know it always takes a little bit of time for it to show. It is 3:46 on Saturday, June 1st. Trying to get as close as I can there. So it is June 1st today, as I'm filming. In case I can't get this up right away, like it said, it's Saturday. I have quite a bit of crap that I have to get done this weekend, so I don't know when this upload will go up, but 3:47 now on Saturday, June 1st at the time of filming this. So if anything comes true before I can get it up, at least I've time-stamped it. So there we go. Hopefully I'll be able to get it up here shortly. I always try to get these up at the very top of the month, or the previous month. So anywho, let's go ahead and get into this. I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and we take a look at the tea with the tarot. Don't let that freak you out. Got a good track record here on the channel. Gonna bring up the cards and move this microphone right here. Got Penelope in her little reds, because I've got red on my shirt. So, yes. Matching over here in our reds as we get prepared to go into this. This is all alleged, just my interpretation, like always. All alleged, just my interpretation as we dig into what we can know about June 2024. As always, I open this up internationally because I know that we have viewers from everywhere. So gonna take a look at what we can know, anything we need a heads up about, all of that. And we're gonna start with politics. That's our usual starting point. I was about to say something and it was gonna be cheeky, but I already pulled out a freaking tower card before I could even say something about it. Like, the fact that we all know we're in a weird ass pressure cooker as it relates to politics, it doesn't even really need to be said. We all already know. But I didn't even have a chance to say anything. We just outright got a tower card right away. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what else. What the hell kind of top row is this? Tower card, then the sun, then the moon, then the high priestess. So far, all major arcanas. Did y'all see that? I don't know if that got caught on camera. I hope that got caught on camera, where I was doing like this and pulling cards, and one just went pew, and it just like shot across. So I don't know if it showed here where it shot across, or if it showed here, or if y'all just heard it go pew, and ski across. But it did, and it landed like this. So y'all, this is a hell of a way to open a reading. I don't know if we've had this strong of an opening, maybe ever. I'm already laughing because I'm already nervous. There's literally only one card here that's not a major arcana card. Literally this little horseshoe effect. All major arcana. So, politics is going to be huge this month, June 2024. Huge. I know it's a big deal already, especially here in the States, with it being a presidential election year that we will be voting on in November. I know already it's, a big deal over here, but I'm talking about June in particular. I don't even know how to quantify this. I mean, just wow. Just wow. So what we're seeing here, we see the Tower card. This is like, I mean, y'all know the tower will fall. Big things are happening. Huge shakeups. Massive things, massive waves, things that have to get torn down to try to get rebuilt in a different way. Like, this is, good God. I mean, this can be referring to candidates having some major scandals, candidates experiencing major loss or major problems, issues, some kind of a way. This can be the political landscape itself changing in some sort of a major way, whether that's through policy or whatnot. You know, it's just huge. And I don't think that this is even referring to just one thing. Like, we have so much major arcanas going on here in politics in June 2024 that this means a lot of different things are going to go down. Like, this isn't even just talking about one thing. Then we get the Sun card and the Moon card, literally these two kind of, you know, more or less opposite forces, right next to each other. Strange juxtaposition that is. And so it's like literally bringing light to things that were in the dark, literally bringing out the light and the dark in the most extreme ways. I just uploaded a video, very recently, and I guess as I'm sitting here on the 1st, I uploaded it yesterday on May 31st, about Trump's 34 indictments and guilty verdict. And it was talking a lot about the polarization and the black and white thinking and things like that. Lord help if we're not seeing that exactly here with the sun and the moon. You know, we're seeing that exactly here right next to each other in politics. So it's gonna be nuts this month with that. Then in that literal reading that I did, we saw the High Priestess card being kind of the monkey in the middle between the dark pillar and the light pillar. And here we see that card again. So we're seeing the big shakeup. We're seeing the dark and light right here juxtaposed next to each other. Then we see it repeated here in this element. Like, oh man, I'm a little worried. We need to hold on to our seats in June 2024. This is gonna be, you know, oh God, I don't even know how, okay, let me just try to get through what we got here, and I can always pull more. It's just my hamster wheel is going. I'm just trying to cope. Okay, I'm trying to cope with the hamster wheel. So here with our Eight of Swords in reverse, the only one that wasn't a major arcana card. This is like, you know, people and things feel like they've been constrained. This is okay. All constraints are falling off. Then fine, let's take off the shackles. Let's all take off the shackles. Let's let it all loose. Let's put all cards on the table. You know, if we want to play by these new rules, let's play by the new rules. We want to, you know, if this is what it's going to look like, then this is what it's going to look like. This is how you want to go toe to toe. I'll step up to the plate. You know, this is a very, like, as if there's something setting the scene that's kind of like, I dare you to go there. This is like, okay, I'll call your bluff. Boom. You know, so this, all bets are off. Oh my gosh, gloves are gonna be flying. Our Hangman card here. This is actually a reversed Hangman. And with this means that this stuff has been like a long time coming. It's been, you know, a simmer underneath the surface, and it's like, okay, I've kept it at a simmer, but you have provoked me to take this to a boil. So okay, game on, we'll take it to a boil. So boiling point it reaches boiling point. I gotta write that down. That might be a part of the title or the thumbnail or something, because that's exactly what this feels like. That we're gonna be reaching a boiling point, metaphorically, maybe literally, I don't know, some kind of a way, especially in politics for June. Oh man, okay, let's just get a little more context up on this. Bracing myself, dare I ask, what else about this can we know, should we know in advance? Let's just see. Ooh, man, I have a feeling that today's Perk Squad extended video is gonna be lit. As my watch buzzes like absolute crazy, and it just tells me 300 well done. 300 what well done? 300 what well done? What is going on here? 300 well done on my watch? Y'all heard it buzzing. I'm sure you did. I held it up to the microphone so that you could hear this. Okay, we're going to have to look up 300 in the angel numbers. I know y'all, this is scattered. This is all over the place. It's what the energy is bringing, so I'm rolling with what the energy is bringing, you know. If this is what's coming up for the guides, this is what I'm going to say. I will get to this, but let's look up what 300 means in the angel numbers thing here on my phone. 300. Okay, so 300. God and the ascended masters are with you and within you right now. Your powerful connection with the highest vibrations of love and light is clear and pure. Speak with and listen to heaven often. I gotta read that one more time, y'all. This is for all of us. This is for all of us. God and the ascended masters are with you and within you right now. Your powerful connection with the highest vibrations of love and light is clear and pure. Speak with and listen to heaven often. Wow. Wow. I swear that is a synchronicity with the video that we just put up about, you know, truth and illuminating truth. And then with all this major arcana energy coming out in June, and then getting this buzz in a random 300 that I don't even know what my watch is talking about. I'm gonna have to look it up on the watch or the phone later to be like 300 fucking what, you know, but that's all we know. 300 that. 300 that. That's what we're supposed to know, the message. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. We've got 2 swords card and then a reversed 5 of wands. So this is literally truth, clarity, illumination. Cannot make this up that this is all happening at one time. Cannot make these synchronicities up. I literally... It would take so much production to try to make up all of these synchronicities. Yesterday's reading, this watch going off telling us looking up what 300 means, seeing that literal card being the next card, and y'all know that I say that this is a card about clarity and truth and, you know, all of that kind of illumination and things becoming clear and yada yada yada. That's literally what this card is for. Y'all who've been watching my channel for years know that. So definitely not making that up. That because y'all know the card next to it is a shifty motherfucker. It is. It's our shifty card here. And then our card about conflict. But guess what? Twist, plot twist. Internal conflict, because this is a reversed card. Internal conflict. So this is literally meaning that what's coming out on the political stage in huge bright lights, wow, whoa, big stuff coming out on the political stage in June 2024. Yeah, it's big in terms of the fact that this is playing out literally on the world stage, but it's big in terms of what it does to us within. Did this not say about within? This said, the message was talking about within. This does too. This is our internal Five of Wands, because it's a reversal. It's talking about our inner conflicts. So as the truth becomes clearer, as we start seeing things that now we're understanding are actually shifty, we're having to grapple with that internally. So this, and this really does feel like not just being like, oh, well, I knew that there was some shifty stuff going on, so it just validated what I thought internally. No, it doesn't mean that. If you arrive at that and you stop there, you haven't read the rest of the story. That's not the end. It's like, no. Go further. There's more to take a look at that wasn't what you thought to begin with, and that will cause some inner weirdness, conflictedness. I don't know how to feel. I feel some type of way, yada, 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 stuff that we've got to face. They're like, if you're not getting that sense off of something that you're seeing in June 2024, then that means you haven't looked clearly enough. And you haven't seen the truth yet. That means we're still looking through our own little rose-tinted glasses if we haven't had that kind of an impact yet. Because apparently whatever it is, we are all meant to have that impact this month. And a lot of it is going to be something related to the political realm. That could mean literally like politicians. It could mean laws and policies that come from politics. It could mean as a result of things that happen that had there been correct laws and policies in place, we wouldn't have had to go through or suffer with. Somehow, some kind of a way, the impacts that we're going to feel in June 2024 relate to politics. That somehow, some kind of a way, something could have been done, should have been done, that could have prevented this that's coming, or that something was done that caused this that's coming. So, major arcana alert, June 2024 politics. Lord, I feel like we're so far into this, reading, and we haven't even gotten to the other categories, but I am just going to pull a couple more, just get a little bit extra context on this as I'm like, nervous, not sure how much I should take a look at. Yep, because we haven't yet received the message, and so the message is going to come in June, and it's going to be loud and clear, apparently. And then here, another weird juxtaposition. This is a very much so kind of moving forward card, while this one is a very much so stopped card. So the whole what happens if you have an immovable force, but then you've also got something that literally cannot stop. What happens? It's the paradox, right? The paradox. This can't stop, but this can't move. So what happens when they collide? June 2024 is what happens when they collide. Oh, fuck. Okay, so, I don't mean for this entire reading to end up kind of being in this one category. I'm not trying to take up the whole category, but this has taken us in a bit of a different direction than we normally go. We usually have these these monthly readings, sectioned off in a particular order, stuff like that. And this is kind of taken its own direction. And I feel like as the, little mouthpiece, who am I to say, you can't take it this direction, I want it to go such and such a way. No, I'm just here to deliver whatever message they want to put forward. And if they want to put it forward a certain type of way, then, I gotta roll with that. That is my role. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna pull this up and reshuffle these back in, and I'm just gonna say, okay, just in general, June 2024, regardless of whether it falls into politics, the economy, health and wellness, anything else we need to know, whatever category it would fall into, just in general, what do we need to know? What are you wanting to tell us? What are you trying to say about June 2024? And just ask the guides that and leave it wide open for them this time. I'm going to do that. There's perks to both ways. There's perks to being very, specific in categories so that you can kind of contain readings and, keep things clear and simple and keep them from going everywhere. But then there's also perks to just opening it up and letting the guides, take the reins and run the reading. And so we're going to do it that way this time. So as I get shuffled up, like I said earlier, there's always a part 2 on these things, on these monthly readings. I always do an extended video for the Perk Squad. And so if you would like to be a member of the Perk Squad to see those extended videos every month, then the blue join button is down below, and also the link in the description box if that's easier for you. Lots of perks there in the Perk Squad that you can read all about, one of which is that we do video shout outs. And so shout out to you, Sylvia Lopez, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here. So shout out to you, Sylvia Lopez. Very grateful for you to be a member of the Perk Squad. All right. So I've shuffled up a lot, spirit guides, light team. We're throwing it over to you to just let us know what it is about June 2024 that we need to know. What can we know? What should we have a heads up about, etc. All right. Just going to turn it over to y'all. Damn if they didn't bring out the Tower card upright again after y'all saw how many times I shuffled. Y'all saw that. Wow. Okay. So, what we're looking at here, we're going to see some major collaborations in June. These entities, factions, people, whatever, coming together some kind of a way. It might not be the most obvious or predictable of pairings. It might be people or entities that you wouldn't necessarily think of going perfectly together, like peanut butter and jelly or peas and carrots. It might be a little bit odd in that way, or just a little different, but they're putting that here as a positive thing, like as this union comes together, that this is to be seen as a positive thing. And in this, things are going to shift, things are going to pivot, and we're going to at first be quite disappointed by this. So it's really weird. It's like, yeah, this is considered to be a good thing that this is transpiring, but it's not necessarily gonna feel good out the gate. I don't exactly know why, so let me ask. I'm so scared. Because it means that we're gonna have to let go in some kind of a way, and it means some things are gonna come full circle. So we're going to have to let go of, whatever kind of control we wanted over this and just let things play out and come full circle. And that's going to be hard to watch and hard to be a part of. It looks like this is going to affect the entire world because we have the world card represented here. So this is going to affect, all sides. And it means the Tower moment too. And so I'm just like grimacing in between each one, and it might not even be all that bad. It's just that, I'm just nervous, kind of just bracing myself just in case. So another Tower card showing here. So again, reiterating that we're going to have, one hell of a Tower moment in June of 2024. This is showing that the ships are not going to come in, so to speak. That might be part of the disappointment, that it's like, wow, I can't believe this is happening. This is because of certain elements of our collective not listening in the way that they should, and so this is going to be a bit of a humbling experience in that way. We are going to be, a little bit feeling like we're trapped between a rock and a hard place, and just got to go with that. And again, this is it's meant to be overall something that brings us towards the good. So we got to go through the bad to get to the good. There being what I would consider uncomfortably vague right now about this, but I keep pulling cards and I keep reading exactly what they're saying. I can't squeeze things out of the cards that they're not giving me. So if they're, for whatever reason, not just coming out and spitting out exactly what this means or what it's going to look like, there must be a reason for that. And I'm not going to judge or second guess it. But I am putting out intentions that should we be allowed to receive any kind of details about this heads up, if there's some way that could be okay, then I would be interested in that. So I'm going to humbly put that out there, light team. Because, it is going to be pertaining to our governments and structures. And again, this is pertaining to the world. And here's a walking away. This feels like, and again, remember earlier, I said it looked like there was going to be multiple Tower cards. So I don't, multiple Tower moments. Like I felt like it referred to multiple things going on. I didn't feel like it referred to just one, little thing that was going on. It seemed like it was like maybe that when you stack up the dominoes and you hit one and they just all kind of fall over on each other, kind of that effect here. So I don't necessarily know that there's any one thing they're pointing to, but this feels like a bit of a chain reaction, of things in June, that in some way is catalyzed by something, politically speaking, directly or indirectly. And it looks like whatever this is, it does affect the whole world, or at least, places across the world. This is multiple players at the seat of the table that are spread out around the world. And so it's making me wonder some things. All right. I'm not going to try to push too much farther because I don't want to mess up my vibration. I'm going to, hold on to my black salt. So, light team, only our light team, nobody else, wanting to pursue this safely in a spiritual sense. But, again, anything else about this that you want us to know? By the way, this down here is just mostly mentioning some of what I had already said about, there's certain things that we can't really do about this, but that this is seen in their perspective as, something that's supposed to be, I don't want to say good overall, but like it's within the highest good of all, even if we may not perceive it to be that way as we experience it. Yeah, so, all right, I'm not going to push them any farther than this. It feels like this is the farthest, I can safely push on this issue, because with these three cards, I'm getting their card of, hey, we're with you as guides, And then they're bringing up y'all are with each other as communities, as a collective. And then this card is about like taking the plunge and taking the leap, you know. So whatever this is exactly referring to, and again, I think it's multiple things that it's referring to that are related to each other but separate from each other, and we are apparently, you know, not meant to know more at this time for whatever reason that I'm not going to be able to understand with my human brain until it happens, and then we'll kind of know. But I will say, for anybody who got as nervous as I did during this part, these 3 uprights are a good sign. So for anybody that's like me, who's prone to high anxiety levels and things like that, just wanting to throw out there that this is them being with us being with each other, and us having the ability to kind of take the leap. This is, you know, the carpe diem, live for the moment, go with the flow, you know, try our best to experience things, you know, with the whole childlike wonder and awe, as if we are, you know, new to this place and we're just observing and taking it all in and just trying to go with whatever the flow of spirit gives us, and not trying to overthink it, fear project, fear monger, or any of those kinds of things. And so whatever this is, it feels like we're not alone in it, and it is some sort of a doable process, but it is a big deal, and we'll know more when we know more, for a reason. So, you know, it's a kind of we're all in this boat together type of thing, and we've been through a lot of big stuff together already. We've been through a lot of big shocks together already, a lot of big scares together already, a lot of big tragedies together already. And so here we are again in another precipice with that, going through it together again kind of thing. In this, you know, potentially like doable way that's somehow in line with the highest good of all. So I know that this will raise anxiety. I understand that, but they are really trying to help mitigate that anxiety, to really try to get us to just flow with this, and to try not to fear project in ways that we manifest things or worse than needs to happen, or make things harder for ourselves or whatever. And again, remember that message that we got to the 300 that said, and I'm going to read it again if my phone will go, that said, God and the Ascended Masters are with you and within you right now. Your powerful connection with the highest vibrations of love and light is clear and pure. Speak with and listen to heaven often. I mean, I really think that goes in line with what they're talking about here, and why they're feeling like, you know, sure, there's some big stuff coming down in June 2024. We're hitting a boiling point in June 2024. Shit's about to pop off in June 2024. And yet take that 300 message and this, so that you can feel like you can do it with comfort and confidence and faith that we're in this, you know, with them kind of thing. So I'm just going to pull this up, reshuffle. This has been a very long one. And I know I have an extended video coming up here for the Perk Squad, but just one more short little thing that I want to pull here on this video before I turn it over to that one, about what else can we know, should we know about June 2024 in general. Just letting them continue to take the reins with this before I move on to the Perk Squad portion. And as I get shuffled up, as always, if you'd like a private reading with me, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, you can book a private reading with me. You can also book a private Reiki Energy Healing Session with me, or a private life coaching session with me, or even tarot tutoring to learn how to read the cards the way I do. So BeasTalksAndTarot.com if you'd like to meet with me privately and work on any of this stuff that can help you. So what else, if anything, spirit guides, can we know about June 2024 here? What else? Okay. All right. So from what we're seeing here, yes, there are some decisions that are kind of getting made that it's like those are already being made. That's already opaque enough in the sea of potentials that it's going to happen. That there's these certain decisions that are already kind of set in stone, so to speak, because those potentials have just enough energy behind them that they're not really avoidable at this point for June 2024. However, once again, falling out of being cramped up in this way. This is falling out of being iced out in this way. So no more bonds here tying us down to stuff. No more, being left out, curious, wondering what's going on in this way. Full clarity in a lot of ways. And then here with all the emotional stuff. Yes, some disappointments, but yes, some filling our cup. So it looks like, again, it's weird how they've done this month. This reading has gone not at all like it has ever gone on any other monthly reading. And I'm just rolling with it. There's got to be a reason for it. So I'm just going with that it seems like there's some, like we said, some huge truth that's intended to come out in June. And we're meant to see it for what it is, see it clearly. We'll understand that there are certain decisions about this that have already kind of been made that aren't really something that we can kind of fast forward past, but at least it removes us from feeling like we have to, be tied into certain beliefs or play the game or this or that and the other. It's like it breaks open the birdcage. So, yeah, the birdcage is broken and that doesn't feel good. But if it's broken, then it's open and we're free and we're not tethered to it anymore. So the system may really show its brokenness in June 2024. And I'm talking a collective system may really show its brokenness in June 2024. And that could be quite uncomfortable. And yet there will be something about that is incredibly freeing if we want to take a look at that silver lining and see in what way has this set us free and what do we want to do with that now. June, man, we will all be stepping up to the plate in June over this collective stuff. And as with collective stuff, just to throw it out there to try to help be more clear too, that means all levels. So that means we'll be seeing things play out globally. We'll be seeing things play out within, the umbrella of each of our own countries. We will see things be playing out regionally. We'll be seeing things play out within our communities and then within our families and ourselves. So we're going to be, this is a multidimensional approach that we're going to be experiencing things in June. So get your beauty rest, folks, for June. Find ways that are helpful to manage stress. Find ways that are helpful to take a look at silver linings, to not filter the positives out, making sure that we are always trying to, ground and think of what we're grateful for and all that kind of stuff, because there's going to be some big waves as we hit our boiling points in June of 2024. So I know this was a wild reading. Again, didn't intend for it to go this way. It's never gone this way before. We just went with it. This is what they wanted to say, and this is how they wanted to say it. So this is what I got. This is what I got. So anywho, coming at you with our part 2, our extended Vigio Perk Squad members. So yeah. Everyone, watch the B-roll at the end of this so you can have your little laughs and smiles and get some levity and, deep breathe and all that good stuff, Deep breathe, ground out, and don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. But love you, bye, y'all. Bodhi's like a stone. Wow. Ain't nobody want any of that in the morning. What? It's too early for this Muppet bullshit. Are you gonna harass Pikachu now? Okay. On my yoga mat. Notice how many toys have wound up on this yoga mat, meaning how many times these little turds have played on my yoga mat. Okay. Yeah, you tear up your Pikachu toy. Yeah. Your nerdy ass father got your damn Pikachu toy. Julio likes anime, and he liked it so much when he was growing up as a kid that he convinced his parents to name his sister after an anime character when she was born. I'm like, how in the world did you do that? You were what, 7 you said?
6.
6?
Yeah, because my sister was 6 years ago.
Yeah, he was 6 years old and somehow convinced his parents to name his sister after anime. So just because they're probably going to ask, Saori is from...
Saori, los caballeros del zodiaco.
Is from what?
Los caballeros del zodiaco.
Oh, the Zodiac
Yeah,
Cowboys?
The Knights of the Zodiac.
Oh, okay. I was like, what does that mean? It sounded like Cowboys because you said, what is Caballeros? Isn't that Cowboys? Isn't that Cowboys or no?
No, caballero means like either knight or gentleman.
Oh, knight or gentleman.
Caballo, it's horse.
Yeah, caballo is horse.
Vaquero.
Vaquero
is cowboy.
Is cowboy. Shit. I'm getting all my things mixed up. One of these days I'm going to learn.
There's los Vaqueros Galácticos.
Oh, God.